Hey everyone, I'm Lauren from My Something Beautiful Life. This year I decided to DIY my holiday planner. I really wanted the option to customize it for exactly what I need, and so that's just the option I went with. There's tons of pre-printed ones that you can purchase that are done for you, which are also awesome options. But by using Printables, I was able to just customize it for what I actually need, and I really love the way it turned out. So I decided to use this mini 3-ring binder. This is for the half letter size, so it's 5.5 by 8.5 inches. At least that's the sheet of paper that goes inside of it. The binder itself is a little bit bigger than that, but I like how petite it is. It just makes it easier to manage. I didn't want to carry around a big bulky thing, so I think this will be perfect. This cover, I actually made it myself. This was a digital scrapbook paper that I purchased a while ago, and then I just put the words on it myself and printed it out. And then I just also put a sheet of printable scrapbook paper. It's the same, it came in the same set with this one, and so I just put that on the back of it. I also made a different version that I can use when it's more Christmas time, but since Thanksgiving's first, I decided to put that one on there first. So this is my back sheet, and then here's the cover that will go on the front. So I have those all ready to go, so I can switch those out in about a month and a half. As soon as Thanksgiving's over, then I will switch into Christmas mode. But all of my Christmas printables are still in here so that I can plan for any of that I need to do ahead of time. I used 2 different sets of printables as the pages for inside of here. The first one that I actually used most of is from Debt Free Charts. She has a new Christmas planner that she created, and it is so cute. I love it, and so I used some of her printables. That is also a planner that you can get a physical copy of it. She's selling it on Amazon, so I will link to that below in case you're interested in that. And if you buy the printed version of it, then you also get the digital printables of it for free. And I just think that's a great add-on for purchasing the physical book, just to get the printables for free, because then if you need more of something, you can print that out too. So I do have her digital printables in here. And then the other ones that I used were actually ones that I created years ago, and those ones are available in my Etsy shop. So both sets of printables will be linked below. The covers and dividers and things like that, they won't be linked anywhere. I just made them for me. Similar to the front cover, I also made all of the dividers in here, and they're all made just from printable scrapbook paper that I already had. I didn't buy anything new to put this together. This was all stuff that I already had laying around, or in the case of the digital files, on my computer. But I think it turned out so cute, so let's flip through it. So this is my Thanksgiving section. I did laminate the covers for Thanksgiving and for Christmas, just the main ones. My other dividers that I have in the Christmas section in the back, those ones are not laminated, they're just printed on cardstock. I think that should be plenty durable for the season. I suppose I could always laminate them too. I might at some point, but for now I'm just going to leave them as cardstock. I didn't want to put too much time into this. I wanted it to be cute, but I really didn't want to spend hours laminating and cutting out dividers. So I was just trying to keep it as simple as possible, and I think they'll be just fine on the cardstock. Anyway, so in my Thanksgiving section, this one is from Debt Free Charts. This is not part of the Christmas book. Obviously, it's for Thanksgiving. I couldn't even tell you where I got this from. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's on her website. I think she has a Thanksgiving printable set that she released last year or a few years ago. I don't remember. And so it might be part of that, but I know this came from Debt Free Charts as well. And I just thought it was really cute, so I just put that at the beginning. And then all of the rest of the Thanksgiving ones are all my own printables. These are the ones that I made. So I have a to-do list. This is the Thanksgiving meal planner. So right here I have where we can brainstorm the different food items that we want to make. And then over here I have like a day of cooking schedule and the list of different things that we're making, so I can check them off as we go. And then a little section here for reminders, just to make sure that we don't forget any of the little details. Since Thanksgiving revolves mostly around the food, and specifically Thanksgiving dinner, there's not really a whole lot of pages in this section, so it's mostly just the meal planner. And then right here I have a grocery list. Obviously also important, if you want to actually eat something, you need to make sure that you have it first. So grocery list, and then I just have some notes pages just for anything else that might come up. But that's basically all I have in the Thanksgiving section. It's just strictly based around Thanksgiving dinner. The Christmas section is a little bit more complex. There is more to it than just Christmas Day and Christmas dinner. Here's my Christmas divider. Right here I have the story that's in the scriptures about Christ's birth, which I just thought that was a good reminder just to keep in the beginning, just to remember what the focus of the season really is supposed to be about. Oh, and this is from the Debt Free Charts Christmas Planner. So all of my own printables that I added, they all have this same look to them. All of hers are also pretty cohesive in the colors, and so you should be able to tell for the most part which ones are hers and which ones are mine. But I will try to point them out, but just in case I forget, like all of mine will look the same. Like mine are red and green, and hers tend to be more of like the greens and blues and some like lighter reds. Like I think this is a pretty good example of the colors that she uses. And then there's some blues in here too. I just think all of hers are so cute. She did such a good job designing this, and I just love it. And so I wanted to incorporate a lot of hers in here. Plus, she thought of a ton of things that I hadn't thought of before when I was making mine. And some of hers, I actually just liked the layout of hers better than mine. So I tended to use a lot more of hers than I did of my own. So here is the Christmas countdown. And then I just have some notes pages. If these look a little small, the reason why is because I printed them on the half letter paper. Actually, I printed them 2 per page and then just cut them in half. But what it's trying to do is fit a letter size piece of paper onto a half letter sheet. And so in the process, it just kind of shrunk it up. So there's a lot of extra room on the top and bottom, which is fine with me. I think it still looks really cute, but if you're wondering why they look short, that's why. They're made to be printed at letter size, which I did not do. I just wanted them to fit in this smaller binder, so all of mine are just a little small looking. These are some more of just the notes pages that she has in here. I just did kind of a notes section at the beginning. Hers has all of the notes pages scattered throughout the different sections, and I just thought these pages were so cute that I just wanted some of them, and so I just made a notes section right at the beginning with just all of her cute little note papers. So that's all that's in my first little pre-section right here. It's just the scripture, the countdown, and then some note paper. And then this is where my dividers start. So I cut these out on my Silhouette machine. And again, I just printed them from a digital scrapbook paper, cut them out, punched them, and they're just on cardstock. So we'll see how they hold up throughout the season, but it's only a few months, so I think it should be fine. And originally I was going to make sticker labels for the tabs, but then I was realizing how cute they were when they lined up, like the little house here that goes onto the tab and things like that. And so I actually just didn't want to cover that up. So I'm just going to kind of wing it and see if I actually need labels on it, because I kind of just like the way they look. I only have 5 sections, so hopefully it's not too complicated and I can remember what is where. I do actually have a title page for each section. So in that sense, I can actually just flip through to the tab to see what the title page is, and then I'll know where I want to go to. So this is my prep section. So I have her cute little divider here. This is one of my printables. It's the to-do list. And then we move into hers. So this is all the financial stuff. So here's the Christmas Fund Tracker. And this is kind of what Debt Free Charts is known for savings and debt payoff trackers. And I definitely wanted to include this because I am trying to save up money for Christmas as like a sinking fund. And so I wanted something to track that with. And then of course, here's the Christmas budget. This is a daily gratitude page and it has room for the whole month. I think it actually only goes to the 30th, but you know, close enough. I may just put the 31st down here. But I like that it has the month for daily gratitude. Again, just trying to remember what the focus of the season really is for. Next, I have these pages called My Christmas. I did 2 of these pages just to be able to incorporate both things that I like and things that my family likes. So we can fill these out ahead of time just to make sure that we're doing the important things, the things that we love most about Christmas. And then here's a Christmas tasks and Christmas countdown. So first of all, you fill out this page, you fill out all the different categories, anything that you can think of, kind of like a brain dump. And then you take these items and you put them in this schedule so that you're getting things done in not just the right order, but ahead of time enough. So you have 6 weeks, 5 weeks, 4 weeks, 3, 2, and 1 week before Christmas. So I thought this was a great idea, both to brain dump it and then to sort it out and categorize it as to when it actually needs to get done. And then here is a page for the Christmas Eve plan. We don't generally have a lot of official things that happen on Christmas Eve, but I like that it had the meal planner because that might be something that we should prepare ahead of time just to make Christmas Eve a little bit easier. I don't know that we'll need the schedule. We kind of just wing it. It's kind of a casual day. We don't do a whole lot there, but I just thought this would be nice to have just in case there's something that we need to keep track of. And then of course I have 2 more notes pages. And then my next section is food. And I actually have quite a bit in here. This one and the gift section next are the ones that have the most. So there's a notes page at the beginning, and this page is for brainstorming a list of all the things I want to make. I love baking at Christmas, and I always like to make a list of the cookies and just treats and desserts that I want to make. And so that's what this page is for. Then here we have the same as we had for Thanksgiving. It's the meal planner and the cooking schedule. And for this one, I actually have two sets. So these ones are my printables, and then I did her version of the same thing. I kind of just wanted to try out both of them and see which layout I like better. I really like her kitchen schedule because she separates it into prep, oven, and stove, and I think that was genius. And so I kind of was just going to try out both of them and see which one I like better. So it's just a duplicate of the same thing. And then of course the grocery list, and this one is my printable. And then there's another notes page here. Actually, you know what? I think not this one. This one's the one that's supposed to be my cookie list because it comes right before the recipe planner and all of the baking section. So that first section is like Christmas dinner, and this part is all baking. So I have the Christmas recipes planner where you just kind of write out the recipes that you want to make and the ingredients needed for those. Some of the things I love to make, like snickerdoodle bread, use things that we don't normally have around the house, like sour cream. And so I need to make sure that I have those things if I want to make them. So I actually have 3 pages of this because there's only 3 recipes per page, and I figured 9 would be a safe amount. I might want to make more than that, but I don't know if I will make more than that. And also I probably don't need this section for everything I'm going to make. I figured 9 was probably good. If it really comes down to it and I need more, I can always just print out another page of this and put it in. That's one of the huge benefits of using a 3-ring binder, is that I can always customize it at any point. And then after the recipes, I have the ingredients planner, which I think is a pretty similar page. It just consolidates it all onto one sheet. So I think this should be pretty good for keeping track of all of the goodies that I want to make. And then my next section is gifts. Again, this is a decent sized section just because that seems to be a big part of Christmas. It gets a lot of our attention, and because of that, it takes up a lot of space in my brain, so I just need a space to write it all down. So here's a notes page in the beginning. Now these are my pages. This page I love. This is probably my most used page out of all of my printables that I've made. Here I have a gift planner that can help me keep track of the items I've actually purchased or want to purchase. But this is a brainstorming page. So I use this and I just write down everybody who I need to buy gifts for and any ideas that I can think of for them. And that's just how I keep track of gift ideas. So I have 3 of those just to make sure I have room for everybody. I also put in some of her printables. So this is a food gift planner, which sometimes I do like to give away some of the treats that I make. And so if there's something specific that we're planning on giving as a gift, I wanted a page for that. And then DIY gifts. And there's 2 of these, I believe. Oh, there's 3 of them. Yeah, 3 of these. So just in case there's different things that I want to make for people, that can go on here. And then I have the Black Friday list. I mean, we're in the middle of October now, and I'm already thinking of things I'm planning to buy on Black Friday. So I like to have a list to keep track of that. And it's not that I will actually buy from all of these shops during their Black Friday sales, but I just like to have a list of what I've thought of to make sure that I'm not forgetting something that was important. So again, it's kind of like a brain dump list. Just because it's here doesn't mean I'll do it, but I just need to get it out of my head. And then an online order tracker. This is especially helpful for Amazon. I feel like Amazon orders are almost daily. And then when you mix that with all of the different sales that you're buying from, like all the Black Friday stuff, I just want to keep track of it. I was getting so lost last year with just all the little things that was going on. And so I definitely need an online order tracker. And then the last thing in this section is just another notes page. My next section is activities. I just thought it would be fun to kind of keep track of some of the things that we want to do during the holiday season, so that's what this section is for. So again, I have a notes page just for some brainstorming. Here's a page for favorite Christmas movies and favorite Christmas books. She also has a page for favorite Christmas songs, but I think we just listen to those automatically. I didn't need a place to write them down. But I definitely have favorite movies and favorite books that I like to make sure that I watch every year, so I printed out those too. Then we have another notes page and the Christmas Eve checklist. So I have 2 of these, but this is basically in fact, maybe I should I'm almost wondering if I should put this in a different section, because this is more of things I need to keep track of on Christmas Eve. I feel like there's a lot of running around and little random things going on, and so I thought it would be good to just have a list of things that I just need to remember for Christmas Eve. And so that's what these are for. So I don't really know if this should go in the activities section or if I should put it, what was the other one? See, it wouldn't really go in food or gifts either. Maybe in the prep section, it could go in there. So I'll think about it. I'll see if it bothers me having it back here. But anyway, Christmas Eve checklist. And then there's just another notes page back here. My last section is for memories. And I haven't really done a good job in the past of keeping track of some of the fun things that we do. And so I wanted to just try to do that a little bit better this time. So I made the memory section. So here's a page for a few of our favorite things. Just some brief prompts to just look back on in future years that might help trigger specific fun memories. And then here's a page for Christmas Eve memories, Christmas Day memories, and just Christmas time memories. So anything that happens through the season in general, as well as for the specific days. And that's pretty much all I have in here. I did put in a few of these sheet protectors just in case anything comes up that I need to put in here. Maybe I'll put recipes in here or something like that. Actually, that's kind of a good idea. I might add recipes to this book, because I could definitely just print them out on the half sheets of paper, except I will probably put them in the food section with my baking stuff. But is that the baking section? Yeah. Anyway. But I just wanted to put these in here just in case I thought of anything else that I just needed to slip in really quick. Or maybe something that just needed to be preserved a little bit better and not just on loose paper. So I have that, and then of course there's the pocket in the back. But that is my holiday planner. I'm really excited with how it turned out. I think it will be really good for this year. And again, if I find anything that I'm missing, I can always add it in, which I love that feature. Let me know in the comments, do you use a holiday planner every year? And I'd love to hear what you use if you do. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope this was helpful or fun, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.